Happy Saturday, friends. This is a version of me that you get today, which is like leftover makeup from yesterday and exhausted. I wanted to sleep in today and the dog woke me up super early. So I've been trying to go back to bed and it hasn't worked. So we're going to read and be done for the day because it's Saturday and I've got a lot of other stuff to do. Would I like to have been sleeping? I digress. So this is the real Jillian that you get when you wake her up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so today, we skipped yesterday, so today we're going to be reading 1 Chronicles 6 and then a little bit in Psalms. So I'm just going to read 1 Chronicles 6 because it's one of those ones that kind of sucks. It's a lot of names. Yeah, so let's get it over with because I don't really love it. Okay, so the sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath included Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram were Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar was the father of Phinehas. Phinehas was the father of Abishua. Abishua was the father of Buki. Buki was the father of Uzi. Uzi was the father of Zerahiah. Zerahiah was the father of Meriath. Meriath was the father of Amariah. Amariah, Ahitub. Ahitub, Zadok. Zadok, Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz, Azariah. Azariah, Johanan. Johanan was the father of Azariah, the high priest of the temple, built by Solomon in Jerusalem. Azariah was the father of Amariah. Amariah was the father of Ahitub. Ahitub was the father of Zadok. Zadok the father of Shallum. Shallum the father of Hilkiah. Hilkiah the father of Azariah. Azariah the father of Sariah. Sariah was the father of Jehozadak, who went into exile when the Lord sent the people of Judah and Jerusalem into captivity under Nebuchadnezzar. I have no idea what they're talking about, and we're reading this in chronological order. Good morning. We are reading the Bible in chronological order, and we are in 1 Chronicles 6. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Gershon included Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath included Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel, and the descendants of Merari included Mali and Mushi. Or they really named their kid Mushi. The following were the Levite clans according to their ancestral descent. The descendants of Gershon included Libni, Jahath, Zimah, Joah, Iddo, Zerah, and Jeatherai, I think. The descendants of Kohath included Aminabab, Korah, Aser, Elkanah, Abisaphath, Aser, Tahath, Uriel, Uzziah, and Shaul. The descendants of Elkanah included Amasai, Ahimoth, Elkanah, Zophai, Nahath, Eliab, Jeroham, Elkanah, and Samuel. The descendants of Samuel were Joel and Abijah. And the descendants of Merari included Mali, Libni, Shimei, Uzziah, Shimeah, Haggiah, and Asaiah. I know, I'm so sorry, it's awful. Like, I can't pronounce, I wasn't saying the Bible was awful. I'm awful at reading this, and I cannot pronounce any of these names, and I know that I'm just butchering them, so I'm so sorry. But we said we were going to read the whole thing, and it's in here for a reason. I don't know what that is. So David assigned the following men to lead the music at the house of the Lord after he put the ark there. They ministered with music there at the tabernacle until Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem, and they carried on their work there, following all the regulations handed down to them. These are the men who served, along with their sons. Heman the musician was from the clan of Kohath, and his genealogy was traced back through Joel, Samuel, Elkanah, Jeroham, Eliel, Toah, Zuph, Elkanah, Mahath, Amasai, Elkanah, Joel, Azariah, Zephaniah. Jackie, little punk. Oh, Dad's awake. I was like, how did he get out of here? But I can hear the ice machine, and Jack loves ice. He's gone. Heman's second assistant was Ethan from the clan of Merari, and Ethan's genealogy was traced back through Kishi, Abdi, Malach, Hashbiah, Amaziah, Hilkiah, Amzi, Banzi, Shemer, Mali, Mushi, Merari, and Levi. Their relatives were also Levites appointed to various other tasks in the tabernacle. Only Aaron and his descendants served as priests. They presented their offerings on the altar of burnt offerings and on the altar of incense, and they performed all their other duties related to the most holy place. They made atonement for Israel by following all the commands that Moses, the servant of God, had given them. The descendants of Aaron were Eleazar, Phinehas, Abishua, Buki, Uzi, Zeriah, Meriath, Amariah, Ahitub, Zadok, and Ahimaaz. This is a record of the towns and the territory assigned by means of sacred lots to the descendants of Aaron who were from the clan of Kohath. They included Hebron and its surrounding pasturelands in Judah, but the fields and outlying areas were given to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. So the descendants of Aaron were given the following towns, each with its surrounding pasturelands: Hebron, a city of refuge; Libnah, Jadir, Eshtemoa, Holon, Deber, Ain, Judah, and Beth Shemesh. And from the territory of Benjamin they were given Gibeon, Geba, Alameth, and Analoth, each with its pasturelands. So a total of 13 towns was given to the descendants of Aaron, and the remaining descendants of Kohath received 10 towns from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh by means of sacred lots. Okay. The descendants of Gershon received by sacred lots 13 towns from the territories of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and from the Bashan area of Manasseh east of the Jordan. The descendants of Merari received by sacred lots 12 towns from the territories of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the people of Israel assigned all of these towns and pasture lands to the Levites. The towns in the territories of Judah, Simon, and Benjamin, mentioned above, were also assigned by means of sacred lots. The descendants of Kohath received from the territory of Ephraim these towns, each with its surrounding pasture lands: Shechem, Gezer, Joachimim, Beth-horon, Ajalon, and Gath-rimmon. The remaining descendants of Kohath were assigned these towns from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh: Aner and Bileam, each with its pasture lands. The descendants of Gershon received from the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh the town of Golan and Bashan with its pasture lands, and Ashtaroth with its pasture lands. From the territory of Issachar, they were given Kadesh, Daberath, Raymon, and Enam and their pasturelands. From the territory of Asher, they received Mashal, Abdon, Hakuk, and Rehob, each with its own pasturelands. And from the territory of Naphtali, they were given Kadesh and Galilee, Hammon, Kirithraim, each with its own pasturelands. The remaining descendants of Merari received from the territory of Zebulun the towns of Jokneam, Karda, Rimmon, and Tabor, each with its own pasturelands. From the territory of Reuben, east of the Jordan River opposite of Jericho, they received Bezer, Jahaz, Kedemoth, and Mephath, each with its own pasturelands. And from the territory of Gad, they received Ramoth and Gilead, Manaheim, Heshbon, and Jazer, each with its own pasturelands. I can't stand First Chronicles. I don't understand. Okay. So now we're going to Psalms, which, thank you, Lord, for taking us to Psalms. And we're going to read chapter 81 as soon as I can find it. I agree that book is boring. Okay, so we are in Psalm 81, and this should be way more interesting. Sing praises to God, our strength. Sing to the God of Israel. Sing, beat the tambourine, and play the sweet lyre and the harp. Sound the trumpet for a sacred feast when the moon is new and the moon is full. For this is required by the laws of Israel. It is a law of the God of Jacob. He made it a decree for Israel when he attacked Egypt and set us free. I heard an unknown voice that said, "Now I will relieve your shoulder of its burden. I will free your hands from their heavy tasks. You cried to me in trouble, and I saved you. I answered out of the thundercloud. I tested your faith at Meribah when you complained that there was no water. Listen to me, O my people, while I give you stern warnings. O Israel, if you would only listen. You must never have a foreign god. You must not bow down before a false god. For it was I, the Lord your God, who rescued you from the land of Egypt. Open your mouth wide, and I will fill it with good things." But no, my people wouldn't listen, and Israel did not want me around. So let them follow their blind and stubborn way, living according to their own desires. But oh, that my people would listen to me. Oh, that Israel would follow me, walking in my paths. How quickly I would then subdue their enemies, and how soon my hands would be upon their faces. Those who hate the Lord would cringe before them. Their desolation would last forever. But I would feed you with the best of foods, and I would satisfy you with wild honey from the rock. Okay, now we're going to skip over to chapter 88. I have no idea what that means, and I'm sorry. Aw, thank you for sending me a flower. That was very kind. Okay, chapter 88. O Lord, God of my salvation, I have cried out to you day and night. Now hear my prayer and listen to my cry, for my life is full of troubles, and death draws near. I have been dismissed as one who is dead, like a strong man with no strength left. They have abandoned me to death, and I am as good as dead. I am forgotten, cut off from your care. You've thrust me down to the lowest pit, into the darkest depths, and your anger lies heavy on me. Wave after wave engulfs me. You've caused my friends to loathe me, and you have sent them all away. I am in a trap with no way of escape, and my eyes are blinded by my tears. Each day I beg for your help, O Lord. I lift my pleading hands to you for mercy. Of what use to the dead are your miracles? Do the dead get up and praise you? Can those in the grave declare your unfailing love? In the place of destruction, can they proclaim your faithfulness? Can the darkness speak of your miracles? Can anyone in the land of forgetfulness talk about your righteousness? O Lord, I cry out to you, and I will keep on pleading day by day. O Lord, why do you reject me? Why do you turn your face away from me? I've been sickly and close to death since my youth, and I stand helpless and desperate before your terrors. Your fierce anger has overwhelmed me, and your terrors have cut me off. They swirl around me like floodwaters all day long, and they've encircled me completely. You've taken away my companions and loved ones, and only darkness remains. The Psalm of the Descendants of Korah. Interesting. He-Man, the Ezraite, sang this song, and all I could hear is the "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Good morning. Okay, so we're almost done. We need to read chapters 92 to 93. That's what we're reading. All right, and then we're done. So Psalms 92 to 93. That's what we got to do. All right. It is good to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praises to the Most High. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening, accompanied by the harp and lute and the harmony of the lyre. You thrill me, Lord, with all you have done for me, and I sing for joy because of what you have done. O Lord, what great miracles you do, and how deep are your thoughts. Only an ignorant person wouldn't know this, and only a fool wouldn't understand it. Although the wicked flourish like weeds, the evildoers blossom with success. I don't know what that noise was. There is only eternal destruction ahead of them. But you are exalted in the heavens. You, O Lord, continue forever. Your enemies will surely perish, and all evildoers will be scattered. I wonder if Jack is on the porch. Like, I don't know if you guys could hear that noise, but it was a really big, like, thud crash, and I don't know what it came from. Okay. You've made me I guess I should clarify my husband's awake, so he wouldn't be on the porch by himself. You have made me as strong as a wild bull, and how refreshed I am by your power. With my eyes I've seen the downfall of my enemies. With my own ears I've heard the defeat of my wicked opponents. But the godly will flourish like palm trees and grow strong like the cedars of Lebanon, for they're transplanted into the Lord's own house, and they flourish in the courts of our God. Even in old age they will produce fruit, and they will remain vital and green. They will declare, the Lord is just, he is my rock, there's nothing but goodness in him. Yeah, I don't know what Jack is doing. Okay, last one, and it's like a couple sentences. The Lord is king, he's robed in majesty. Indeed, the Lord is robed in majesty and armed with strength. The world is firmly established, and it cannot be shaken. Your throne, O Lord, has been established from time immemorial. You yourself are from the everlasting past. The mighty oceans have roared, O Lord. They roar like thunder. The mighty oceans roar as they pound the shore. But mightier than the violent raging of the sea, mightier than the breakers on the shore, the Lord is above is mightier than these. Your royal decrees cannot be changed, and the nature of your reign, O Lord, is holiness forever. The end. We're done for today. See if he comes when I call him. So normally when I do this and I'm reading everybody else to sleep, and that door back there is closed, and Jack was in here with me, chewing on his bone, like perfectly happy like he does every single time. He is outside. And all of a sudden he opened the door and left. And I was like, what is that? Well, he heard Dad was in the kitchen with the ice machine. So Jack heard ice and he was gone. He figured out how to open the door somehow. And now he's outside. Yeah. So how can there be nothing but goodness when he condones ownership of people as property? I do not think that God still condones ownership of people as property. I know that we're reading through the Old Testament and there's a lot in there that I don't understand. And I do not claim to understand it. I did not even claim to want to do it. I'm just reading through the whole thing and glad you guys are along for the ride, because today was painful. Like, First Chronicles kind of sucks. Yeah, again, I am not in any way, shape, or form a teacher, but in the Old Testament, there were definitely slaves and people that they had serve them. And I don't know that God condoned it then either. I mean, he rescued the people from Egypt, but he definitely does not condone people as property. Explain to me more what you mean. Can't you see where your God is genocidal? What is that? What do you mean by that? If you're still there. Anyway, I hope that you guys have good plans for Saturday and that you're doing fun things. We have our employees coming over for a holiday party, so I've got lots of cooking and stuff that I have to do. So I hope that you guys are doing something fun. I need to get coffee in me because Jack woke me up way too early and I am not fully awake. I was waiting to see if you're going to ask me that question again, but if not, I'm gonna go because I've got a lot of stuff to do. Thank you guys for being here with me while I was reading. It's always more fun to read when you're with someone else. If you want to take this discussion offline, send me what you're talking about, and I would love to keep talking to you about it. Let me see if I can get him. I don't know how you turn this. Hold on. Hold, please. What are you doing? What are you doing? Everybody wants to see you. Jack, come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi. What are you doing? There you go. Have a good day, guys.